We rely very much on EMC for our storage needs and our backup needs. We have a multi-tiered approach to storage using the various different technologies. Since we're a membership-based company, our data grows day in, day out. And so it's very important for us to make sure that we optimize our storage spend, and we do that by using EMC's unified storage solutions and spreading the older data into lower cost solutions. We also use Avamar for backing up most of our data, and we also have Networker, which we integrate with Avamar and back up the remainder of the data. One of the biggest challenges that we faced in the backup space, we have over 20 remote locations around the world, and we were relying on non-IT business people to swap tapes on a daily basis. Sometimes they would swap the tapes, sometimes they wouldn't. Tapes would get old and they would no longer function, and they would not be replaced by the remote locations. So we needed to take more control of our remote site backups by backing them up in a central location, something that was controlled by IT, monitored and reported on a regular basis. Avamar gave us that ability to do those backups. We were able to back up the data over existing network lines without having to increase networking spend, and basically reduce our backup times from anywhere from 8 hours to 12 hours down to, in most cases, 45 minutes to under an hour. Keeping our data, backing up the data is very important. And cost of tapes is very expensive, but more than that is the cost of storing those tapes for many years with data retention requirements, not only to meet our business needs, but regulation requirements. And so having off-site and protection for our tapes was getting very costly. Not to mention, when we needed to restore data, we would have to wait hours for a tape to be brought in from off-site locations. By moving to Avamar, we have our data on-site local. We also have it replicated off-site to our secondary facility, and we're able to restore files in the case of an outage, or just in the case of an end user that either corrupted their file or deleted their file, and we're able to respond to those customers' needs much more rapidly, so we don't have to wait for those tapes. Not to mention, we've reduced our off-site storage costs because we're not sending tapes off-site any longer. The primary driver that we decided to go with Avamar was the licensing model. We didn't have to license every single server that we were backing up independently. We were able to license it based off of the true need of the amount of data that we needed to protect. And also because of its deduplication rates, we're able to, like I said, back up those remote sites over, in some cases, internet VPN connections.